So we're going to be making a parasol today, and we're going to do it so it actually opens. It's not just going to be a static 3D umbrella, it's actually going to be in a closed position, and then it's going to pop open and even have a little overshoot. We're going to be doing that right now in this tutorial. Right. We're going to start with a capsule and we're going to shrink it down. So let's get a better view here. There we go. Let's get a pop. Let's do it about 3 by 300. Okay. Now we go up to MoGraph and we grab a Mospline. And that's on there. And we lift that up near the top. And then we go to object, and let's just put that in line mode so we can see them a bit easier. And then what we're going to do on the simple tag, we're going to put a bend on that going down here like that, roughly down there. And then we're going to create another one of these and we're going to move it minus 45 degrees away from that one. We're then going to grab a loft nub, and then we're going to put that into the loft nub like that. Now, so what we need to do now is on a parasol, this straight line would actually be slightly curved in. So we need to make another Mospline, put it in the center of the two, and then that 45, if you just divide by 2 like that, that will put a line down the center, which we're now going to make a little bit smaller. So if we go to simple and we bring, say, the length down to 190, and then we want to just put a bit of a bend. Trying to think how that would look. Maybe something like that, or maybe not quite as much. But we can adjust all this afterwards. Okay, so we can just put that in. Maybe bring that down to 185 so it comes in a bit more. Right. So now we've got one piece. We need to copy that. So we drag to another piece, and then we need to put that into a, not into a subdivision, into a cloner. So we grab both of those, drop them underneath the cloner, and then the cloner we need to change to radial. We need to put 8 because there's 8 sections in a parasol umbrella, and put the radius to 0. So now straight away it looks like an umbrella. Now to make it look even more, we want to create a couple of textures, and one texture will have white and the other one will have red, and we drop the white on one of the loft nubs and the red on the other. So there we go, we get a classic umbrella look. Now what we need to do now, we want to make this open and close. So what we do is we put the cloner into the group object and just call that group, and then we're going to right click and we're going to go down to rigging tags, and we're going to pop on a pose morph. Now this records the position of, especially the Mosplines, because they're great with the dynamics. It will record them in different poses. Okay, and it'll morph. Why it's called pose morph? It'll morph between the two positions. So what we need to do is we need to open these up ready, and then we need to go on to pose morph, and then we need to go back to basic here, and we need to just check a few of these. Right, we're not quite sure which ones it's going to calculate, so just check those, they'll be fine. Go to tag, it's created a base pose, which is this open umbrella state, and then on the pose one here, the next one, let's just call that closed. Okay, so what we do now is we go to the Mosplines. There we go, got the mouse back, and we want to select the top and bottom of each one, because the middle one is this piece here, which we don't change at the same time as these. So we want to do the top and bottom of each group, and then we want to take a bit of the bend off, and then we want to drop the angle down, and we want to do the same with the inner ones. Take a bit of the angle off, and then bring the piece down like that. And then we could probably mess around with these angles a little bit so it looks real. And that's the first step. Okay, so now if we click on the pose morph tag and we click this animate bit here, we've now got a slider that will go between the two. Okay, this is the pose morphing between the two states. That is the open, and then fully 100% is closed. Okay. Now to make this look even better, we just need to add another pose, which will be, so let's go back to edit. We've got the open, we've got the closed, but what we want is one that just goes a little bit past the open state and then back again. Yeah, like an umbrella would kind of like pop open then come back. So we need one called an overshoot. So if we add another pose here and just call this one overshoot, if we now go back to these splines, what we can do is we can add a little bit of extra movement up here on those and the center bars as well, just to lift them up. And there, that should be enough actually. So if we come back and we go to animate, we've now got the two poses. We've got this overshoot one and the close one. So what you do is you go to 0 on the timeline, and we want to record these two here, these two record buttons at this state when it's closed. We want to move it forward, say 4 frames, and then we want to bring this back and record it so it's open. And then if you move it forward another couple of frames, I think the first was 4 frames, now a couple of frames. So what have we got? We've got the open, right? So we go to frame 6, and my mouth keeps freezing. I'm just getting another battery in, I think. And now we want to put the overshoot up and then record them both. And then we want to move it forward to say frame 8. And then we want to take the overshoot off and record it. And what that does, if I rewind and play, you get this little snap at the end. Okay, so it opens and closes. Opens with that little snap. So I hope you enjoyed that Parasol umbrella tutorial. If you did, please hit the like button below. It will keep my channel going. I will then produce many more of these videos, super little tips and tricks in Cinema 4D. Yeah, just hit the like button for me, and I will see you hopefully in the next video where I've got another one of these fun tips for you. Bye for now.